Hello. Hi, welcome to the live stream where we are going to do one question readings. Hi, the FC. Welcome back. Today we're going to do one question readings. I can't wait because I haven't been on here in a while. So I'm glad to get back to readings. I've been out for health reasons and other reasons that I'm not going to get into. But yeah, so today you get to ask one question. And I see you guys. I'm going to get to you in a second. I'm just going to say my spiel. So you get to ask one question, and then donations are prioritized. So if you want to go to the top of the list, you're welcome to donate. But other than that, I choose questions intuitively as I see them that I'm drawn to, because there are so many that come up, and I just, I can't keep track of all of them. So this is how we do it. I don't do anything regarding health or legal matters. So anything I'm not qualified to answer, I don't do that. Also, the future is not set in stone. Everything that I talk about today is based on the current path that you are on. We all have free will. So I hope that you use these readings and the answers that you get, and you gain the clarity that you need. And if you want to book a reading with me, a personal reading, you're welcome to go to zoethepsychic.com and get one. So, woohoo. Okay, I think that's it. Hello. Hi, Harshita. Welcome. And Stephanie. Okay, let me see. I'm good. How are you guys? All right. So I'm going to choose the FC first because you were here first. Would I get the AF50 internship job, and would I enjoy the job? If yes, thank you. And I'll get to you next, Stephanie. So would I get the AF50 internship job, and would I enjoy the job? So I'm only doing one question for free. So I'll do would I get the AF50 job, internship job? So I'm seeing this being a yes. I'm seeing this being a yes, and I feel like things are happening very quickly for you. The Knight of Swords is the, act now, right? The Magician is actually often the intern, somebody who gets what they want. They have the whole package. They're manifesting, and they're feeling good about it. And the Knight of Wands is that career person who's going after their career and their passion, and they're manifesting that. So I would say yes. Yeah. Okay, Stephanie, welcome, guys. Nice to see you guys again. Is Alex interested in me romantically? Thank you. Okay, let's see. Is Alex interested in me? Interesting. So I'm getting a little bit of love bomby and energy. I feel like emotions can spiral very quickly here. Let me see. I feel like this person, it feels like there's a rush here of emotions. I definitely could see them being romantically interested in you, but the question is it sustainable? I'm getting the Devil, which indicates sort of an obsession, right? Toxic obsession, with the Eight of Wands, which is giving me somebody who's really kind of pushing forward and rushing things. So I feel like I could see this turning into something very passionate very quickly. I'm getting, you're the best thing in my life. I love you unconditionally. This is going to turn into something romantic, but it could be more than romance, So that's the energy I'm getting. The Queen of Swords reverse is also giving me this person might like a challenge. I can tell just by the energy that you're somebody who maybe isn't that easy to win over. I feel like this person might pursue you because you're kind of a challenge. I don't know. There's like a sense of chase here. So there is a feeling of they're interested in you romantically. Yes. I would say yes. It's just, are you able to like slow down and really make the most of that situation, right? So you might have to be the one with your head on your shoulders. You might have to say, okay, I can't get caught up in my feelings, because it will turn sour if you're not, if you're not grounded. But yeah, could get very intense pretty quickly is the energy I'm getting. But yeah, do you feel like you have this kind of passion or chemistry with this person? Because that is the vibe I'm picking up. It feels very, I don't know, passionate, the energy I'm seeing. Yeah. Well, this is like a foreboding in a way, so it's good to know. Keep an eye out for any kind of behaviors of like love bombing or, intense energy. This person will make their intentions very clear, I'm getting. So I would, yeah. All right, I'm going to move forward. Hi, Harshita. I'm going to do you next. How do I overcome self-doubt when it comes to creating art? I love this question. I feel like it's almost like you have no choice, because it feels like there are so many paths that you could have taken, right? I have the pathless card here. It feels like you have like this lack. It may have felt like a lack of direction. There's so many paths that you could have taken, but you chose this path, and there's a reason for that, because it's your calling. You felt called to do this. That's why you're here. That's the energy I'm seeing. Like there is no, it's like you could have gone in all these different directions. Like you have a lot to offer, but I feel like you made a really difficult decision. And it's not that you're sacrificing other things. It's that deep down that this is what you're supposed to do. And I think that's the energy you're supposed to channel. And I'm also getting a lot of I'm not saying like mental health issues, but like some internal stuff that I feel like you can channel into your art, with the werewolf. This feels like some very intense, maybe traumatic things that you're able to channel into your art and use, That's incredible. Like, that's amazing. I'm so happy for you. Congrats. Yeah, the fact that you don't even need me, you know what I mean? But sometimes we have even the most successful people out there have imposter syndrome, or they feel like they're not good enough. And it's crazy, but it happens, And part of this is just realizing that this is your path. There is no other direction for you. You would have meandered, and sometimes it does help to think, what if I hadn't done this? What if I had chosen a different direction, right? So yeah, I feel like this, and I feel like no matter what, you're channeling all that energy into your art, and that's going to be beautiful. So yeah, I would say that's my 2 cents on that. That's what the cards have to say. So yay. Welcome, guys. Welcome for anybody tuning in. I am offering 1-question readings. I'm taking them as I come. I'm glad you feel confident. That's the goal, right? Yeah, so donations are prioritized. So if you would like to be put to the top of the list, you are welcome to. But in the meantime, I will take your questions. Okay, so I see Dasha. What is meant to happen romantically between me and my boyfriend? Let's see. Let's see what comes up. Wow. Okay. We've got the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Swords. The Queen of Wands, sorry, the Knight of Swords. These are two very passionate people who are working on themselves, very independent souls, very passionate. It's very exciting. I feel like with the Two of Cups, I see things getting really serious. I feel like things are going to deepen very quickly. I see this person announcing their intentions to you. I feel like if communication has been off, things are deepening. Things are getting more serious. Things are getting more intense. And it's really beautiful. I feel like commitment is on the horizon, whatever that looks like for you guys. I feel like this is a really good sign that no matter what your partnership or anything, I see engagement here. This could turn into an engagement, or them popping the question. I could see you guys lasting in the long run. I feel like you're very compatible. So yeah, I feel like this is really beautiful. There's just, you're ascending, to a higher level of commitment. It feels like things are deepening. Yeah. I feel like you guys are extremely compatible, so I'm not getting any bad or negative energy here. But whatever you need to work through, I feel like you'll get through it. Yeah. I see you, Tammy. I'm going to read you next. Thank you for telling me. Guys, if you do donate via PayPal, make sure to let me know. Because sometimes they don't get the notifications. Haven't figured that out yet. You're welcome, Dasha. All right, Tammy, nice to see you again. I felt D, a neighbor who was trying to intimidate me, is stuck in my lower chakra. What does he want from me, and how to remove him from my energy system? Your lower chakra. I don't know exactly what you mean by that, but I'm going to look at this situation because the chakras, lower chakras, are you talking about your root chakra, which is like the lowest one? The one that is near your tailbone, that is the one that grounds you? Because you have multiple chakras. There's, after that, it's your sexual energy, your creative energy. And then after that, it's your solar plexus, which is your confidence. So I want to know exactly what you feel is being affected, but let's see. If you feel like this person is interfering with your energy, okay, then we need to look at that. All right, I'm getting a vengeance reversed. So this is telling me that there might be some vindictive energy here. This person has negative intentions likely towards you, and it's not about bending over for them. Not bending over, but you know what I mean? It's not about waving the white flag. I feel like you need to fight fire with fire here because this person isn't giving you a choice. It's like you're being backed into a corner. So I'm not saying fight them or anything like that, but I do feel like you have to stand your ground here because they're not going to leave your energy system like that. You do have to stand your ground. So I feel like if this person is affecting your root chakras, right, then you're going to start to feel, very ungrounded, very stressed out, very anxious. It's going to feel like you can't feel centered. And it's also going to mess with your sense of creativity, your sense of pleasure. It feels like you can't enjoy your life, because you're in survival mode. So I'm just getting that you're going to have to maybe stand up to them, not let yourself be walked over by them. There's a feeling of this energy is not going to just go away. hold on to what you have. Like, it feels like this person is trying to drain you, but you have to be able to stand your ground and not like let them take from you. So it just feels like that what you're reading is accurate. Like, you're reading, like, you can tell, you know, that something is off. And I'm confirming that for you. I think that what you're experiencing is very real. And I feel like this person doesn't have, like, they don't really know what they want. That's the energy I'm getting. Like, this person may not be intending to do this. They're not thinking, oh, I'm going to cause this person's root chakra to be unbalanced, right? Like, they're not waking up and thinking that. But I do feel like they're the kind of person that's subconsciously doing it to you, you know? And there are a lot of people out there who don't go to therapy or don't get psychic readings, right? Or they don't have themselves figured out. And then you have to deal with their bad karma or their bad energy, and you're dealing with that. So my advice from the cards is that you can't let yourself be drained. You can't let yourself be walked all over. You have to fortify your defenses. You know, we have the mirror. This person is here because they're mirroring something back to you that you need to see in yourself. You know, fight fire with fire. And what this card also says is, you know, treating your body like the palace it is. You know, you need to be physically feeling good, because otherwise this person will just zap you. They will zap your energy. So doing things to balance your chakra, like, you know, there are a lot of yoga techniques that work on the root chakra, a lot of like Kundalini yoga techniques, but there's also like different crystals, things like that might help. But what it really is with the root chakra is getting out of survival mode, you know, feeling like you can meet your basic needs and feel grounded. And so that's what you really need to focus on right now, so that this person cannot shake you. This person can't get in the way of this feeling. You know, they can't unbalance you, because you're the only one who has the power to balance your root chakra. You know what I mean? Like, you have to take back this control, stand your ground. But to do that, you have to be grounded. You know, you have to be able to, like, you know, be strong, be firm, right? So that's the energy I'm seeing, is bring it to the physical, you know, try to focus on treating yourself right, eating right, sleeping right. Don't lose sleep. Don't stop, you know, taking care of yourself because this person is messing with you, because you have the power to take that back. And once you're fortified, once your body's all, you know, strong, and you feel like you have the energy, then you can stand your ground and this person won't be able to touch you. So there you go. Yeah. I'm glad that was helpful. But yeah, don't, you know, your feelings are really valid right now. What you're experiencing is valid. All right. Welcome. Let's see. Anybody who's spamming, I'm going to take you out because I don't tolerate spamming people. So, yeah. It's okay. Yeah. So let me see. Daban. I don't know. I'm sorry. Hello, Zoe. Does Sophia love Mohammed? I think that's how you say it. Please and thank you. Okay. Sophia and Mohammed. I'm seeing things being more platonic, or like, I don't see love. I'm not seeing love at all. I feel like the priority is not love. I don't know. I'm just not getting it. It feels like maybe there are mixed messages, mixed signals with the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups can indicate like being a little delulu, but I'm getting that, yeah, I'm just getting that this is not a love situation. I'm getting that this person might want to tell you how they feel, but not in a lovey-dovey way. So I feel like some conversations might need to be had, but no, I don't see this person having, not you, but like, I don't see Sophia having love for Mohammed. I see this being more like a collaboration or platonic or friendship. It feels like I don't see it moving above that, but that's the current energy. So it doesn't feel like love at all. Thank you, Farah. I get you didn't want to spam. I will try to answer your question. Okay. Can you just tell me anything positive about my work life? I'm so tired. I feel you. Oh my God. So I do feel like the cards are immediately kind of confirming what you're saying. The Two of Swords is a feeling of like kind of being on the fence. But I'm telling you that there is actually, I know you maybe don't want to hear this, but there is another position out there that I feel like is calling to you. I'm getting this desire to maybe leave your position or move. It just feels like you're torn, like you're on the edge. And the well reverse is like all that energy that you have stored, it feels like it's being drained. So I'm telling you that there is an opportunity out there for a new beginning for you. I'm actually seeing a job offer coming through for you. And it feeling like an opportunity for you to do something you're really passionate about. So I would say I do feel like this is a good thing. I feel like you're going to have the opportunity to kind of reset. And I feel like while things may not improve in your current situation, it may feel like, you have the opportunity to grow and flourish. So that's the energy I'm getting. Yeah. I want to give you better news. I want to be more positive, but I got to keep it real with you because, okay, I'm a doctor hoping to get into training, got rejected this year. New cycle starts in December. The energy is like this new cycle, this new beginning is what's in your favor. Okay. So don't give up. It's draining. I think the path that you took is one that is extremely taxing. It's not for the faint of heart, but you're doing it. And I feel like if you're on the fence about it, just know that it's going to take off. This is like a new beginning. With the Fool, you have this taking a leap, things are going to work out if you take that risk, if you take that leap. It feels like while you're feeling drained right now, the spring, the well will replenish itself. So you're not in a bad position. It's more like, when is it going to change? When is that new opportunity for growth coming through? So I would say that's something to look forward to. Makes sense. That makes sense. I'm going to move forward. So, guys, I'm just taking questions as I can because they come so fast and whatever I'm drawn to. But if you want to go to the top of the list, you're welcome to donate. I see you, Tammy. I'm going to read you next. Thank you for donating. Okay, when I was doing my meditation, I saw in my mind's eye a dark cord that was attached to the back of my head. Can you see who it is attached to or why it is there? So it's very hard for me to look into your, like your experience spiritually. So if you feel that or you can sense that or you've seen that, that's not something I necessarily will be able to look at. But I can tell you that there is a lot of the time, not everyone experiences this or sees it, but let me say that again. Not everyone sees it, but I feel like sometimes people see this connection we have to the astral realm. And I think I spoke to you a little bit about this before, Tammy, where sometimes there is a cord that is, following you or like it's attached to the astral realm. And it's actually a good thing. It's keeping you there. So I don't see it being a bad thing. It's keeping you grounded in this realm. So I don't see it being a bad thing. But I don't think I can be the one to like see who it is attached to, if that makes any sense. So it's more there to keep you grounded. You're just able to see it. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people can't see it, but they know it's there. They can sense it. And when you are in that meditative state, a lot of the time people become very in tune and they can actually visually see certain things that other people can't. So I feel like that's probably what you're experiencing. But let me check in with the cards to see if I see anything else. Yeah, I actually just I don't see that it being a bad thing at all. I don't see it being connected to, a certain entity or something bad. I do feel what's coming through for you is I'm feeling a lot of like love. I feel like you are developing a lot of unconditional love towards yourself, which is interesting. So kudos to you for growing that and working on that. Yeah. All right. Moving forward. Thank you, Tammy. Okay. Shreya, will I receive my study Canada visa? Let's see what comes through. All right. This is the energy I'm getting, right? The Hierophant represents institutions. These are official documents. But these two cards, the Four of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, sorry, in the camera it looks different. These are indications that it's going to take a really long time. I feel like there's delays on your end. Things are very slow. So I feel like it's a yes, but it will take a while. I feel like things are on pause. So that's the energy. Yeah, it will take a while. There are two cards confirming it back to back, but all right, moving forward. Hello, Eden on Earth. Hello, Zoe. Can I get the energies between M and me? Wondering if the attraction or interest was mutual and felt by both of us. Ooh, okay. Okay. I am getting that it's pretty one-sided. I feel like this person is holding their cards very close to their chest. I'm getting a wall from them. And I see you watching them, but not the other way around. So the energy is like your perspective, but not from them. So I would say it is quite one-sided. I feel like this person knows that they have some kind of influence over you, but they're not, it's like it's not love that I'm seeing. I feel like they know that you like them, or they have this energy of like, I know what I'm doing. So yeah, I would say I don't see like this attraction or like romantic interest. It feels like this person kind of knows that you like them and they can tell, but they also like don't have that on their end. It's not equal. Yeah. That's the vibe I'm getting. I could see them thinking you're very beautiful or thinking you're very like attractive as a person, but I also don't see it like within them. You know what I mean? It seems like very external. I also feel like you're kind of dodging a bullet because what I'm getting is this person's life is a mess. They're in a messy situation. I feel like I'm actually getting a very complicated romantic situation from them. So I wouldn't fret too much because I do feel like you are, in a way, dodging a bullet, but it's up to you what you decide to pursue. All right. Feria, what will happen between oh, that makes sense. Eden on Earth. Okay. What will happen between A and me? Will he ever break the silence with me? I'm so sorry you're going through that. That's brutal. Let's see. Yes. My answer is yes. Six of Wands, Judgment, the Lovers. This feels like a reckoning. This feels like this person is waking up to their feelings. The Lovers card, such a positive card to get in this situation. It feels like this person is gaining the confidence to speak up. But there's like an awakening, like a reckoning that's happening. So yeah, it just feels like this is a time where I do see them getting the nerve to talk to you. I do see them breaking the silence with you, and I could see them becoming even more serious about you. But I do feel like there's a healing phase they're in right now. And I do feel like they think they're doing what's best for you. There's this energy of like, I think they're doing well without me. They're better off without me. So that's something that's coming through. So yeah, that's what I would say, Feria. But I do see them breaking the silence, and I see things getting pretty intense. This feels like a cycle, but it is improvement. It feels like growth. Yeah. Okay, Tammy, welcome. I'm going to read. Thank you for donating. Guys, if you do donate via PayPal, make sure to let me know. Donations are prioritized. Yeah, Feria, I'm rooting for you. I hope that works out for you. Okay. So my neighbor seems to like me, and I like him too, but don't see him much. Can you please see what you can tell me about him? You have a lot of neighborhood interactions, don't you? Okay. Okay. My neighbor seems to like me, and I like him too, but I don't see him much. Okay. Interesting. I feel like this person was either like married before, they were in some kind of relationship. It feels like they are craving like social interaction. Are they kind of a recluse? Because it feels like they're like getting out of something. It feels like they got out of like a difficult relationship or situation. Like do they seem like they live alone, or they may have traveled, or it just feels like they're in a situation where they're looking to feel something again, but they're not completely there yet. I'm getting that this person is a little messy. I feel like if you went into his apartment, it might be messy. It might be a little bit like, oh, I need someone to help me clean up. I see that, Emma. I will get to you next. Thank you. But yeah, it does feel like this person is looking to feel something, and it's not necessarily about you. That's the vibe I'm getting. I feel like they haven't it just feels like this person is like that. I don't know. It feels like they're very alone or lone wolf. That's the general energy I'm getting. So if he lives with two more people, it just feels like that's the energy I'm getting. Like this person is really focused on their own world, but I also feel like they aren't focused necessarily on building a connection with you. It's like they just want to feel something again. I keep seeing like, I want to feel something again. I want to feel it, you know? So that is the energy. Guys, please do not spam. I'm going to take you off if you spam. Okay. Thank you for donating, guys. I will get to you next. Let me write this down. But yeah, it does feel like this person, I don't see them having feelings for you. I feel like their life is just messy, you know? It feels like they want something, but I don't know if it doesn't feel like it's about you. It feels like they just want to feel. I'm getting some depression coming from them. I don't know if you can get that from them as well, but it feels like some gloom, some depression. Yeah. It's interesting. It feels like they're just not happy with their life, like they're trying to get something that or fill a void. Yeah. Like I'm seeing like a lot of chaos from them. All right, let me write this down. Okay. I see Iman. Is that wait. Is that Emma, or let me know. Yeah, that makes sense, Tammy. Okay, I'm seeing Iman Hadi. So I'll do, I don't know what your name is in the chat. Okay. Well, I'll just use your name in the chat, Emma. Okay. I will do Emma, and then I'm gonna do Clinda. Yes, Clinda. And then I'm just quickly doing this so I don't forget anyone. Christine. Welcome. PJ. Okay. All right. So, Emma, let's see. Will Patrick propose to me? Let's see what's coming up. So I'm not seeing a proposal coming up. I'm actually feeling, the energy I'm feeling is I'm getting a different message here. I'm seeing letting go of control issues. It feels like maybe you're holding on very tight to this like idea that you want, how you want things to go in your relationship. But it does feel like things are not balanced with the Justice card. It feels like there's maybe a power dynamic here that you need to look at. Like, it feels like this person one of you is more like trying to be in control. And I'm getting the Death card, which indicates letting go. This could be letting go of control or ending something. So I feel like the Nine of Pentacles is giving me like that feeling comfortable has kind of taken center stage. Like, this person is comfortable where they're at. I don't see them wanting to change that. You know what I mean? It feels like they're so happy at the place they're at. They've plateaued. So they're not thinking, oh, I'm going to propose, or I'm not going to like do more, you know? And I just feel like you have to let things happen like naturally, organically. You can't try to make things change or make it happen on a certain timeline. And that's what the cards are saying. You know, literally says, allow the situation to unfold naturally, and make sure that things are balanced, you know, make sure that things are going, they're equal, you know, and letting go of these patterns that you're experiencing. Because only when you do that will they be able to like get out of this plateau, this comfort level. I hope that makes sense. But it does feel like maybe you're not letting things happen the way they're supposed to. And it's valid, you know, it's valid. And if it's taking too long for you, then that's another story, right? So that's the message from the cards. Let's see. Clinda. So, okay. Clinda, thank you for, yeah. I see that, Tammy, but I'm getting a message saying that as part of our security measures, like for some reason your payment is under review. It's pending. So yeah, it's weird. It says that it's pending. So I don't know what that is about. Yeah. Maybe it will clear up by the time I get to you. So we'll see. All right. Let me do Clinda next. All right, Clinda. What is the surrounding energy of my next relationship? Okay. Okay. Immediately got pay attention to the red flags. So you're going to want to keep an eye out for this, obviously. Warning card, okay? I feel like you're going to be in a situation where this person seems really not, like really perfect for you. It's going to be very hard to not want to be with them, you know? So it feels like it has a lot to do with money. Okay, I'm getting the Five of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. Like, this person could be going through a divorce, or they're not like telling you everything about their finances. And then the moon is giving me secrets. Like this person is keeping things veiled. They're not telling you everything. And I feel like they may have, like, they're literally keeping their secrets. I feel like also their job may not be what they say it is. Yeah, that's the energy I'm getting. Yeah, that's exactly right. It feels like there's no transparency about like where they're at in life and money. And the Chimera is showing some aggression. It's when I feel like your friends, you should listen to your friends, because when you get the Chimera reverse, it's like your friends all tell you this person is maybe not the best idea, but you're like, but I like them, So be aware of that. I think that this is a good way to like avoid this. Obviously, the future's not set in stone, so you can change this. You can, if this person comes your way, now, like, okay, this person may not be, sharing everything with me. I need to ask the right questions. That's the energy I'm getting. Like, ask the right questions. Be transparent. The signs are saying, like, be careful. Okay? Let me see if I can tell you a little bit about them. Yeah, so I'm getting Cancer energy, Scorpio energy, and Leo energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Leo, the drama queens of the Zodiac, right? So I would, think about that as well. I love those signs, but also sometimes they can be a lot. You know. Yeah, I feel like you are at a situation right now, like a place in your life where you are the queen, and you deserve to be treated like that. And you need to find that. You need to find someone who matches your energy. And this person is just not giving that. I'm getting W as far as letters go. M. W, M. Yeah. And E. So, Mu, Wem. I don't know. But it's giving those letters, so that might be prominent in their name. Yeah, I would be careful. They definitely have a dog. And I'm also, when I see dogs, I get like, that often can mean like like a guard dog, like alarm bells ringing. So yeah, ask the right questions for sure. Remember that you have so much potential, like, and you don't have to settle for less. And with the priest card, this is giving me like your person is out there. It's just giving me like you have to have faith, you have to persevere, you have to, it feels like you might have to be a little blind, but just know that your person is coming, So that is where I'm at. But thank you, Clinda. Okay. Tammy, I'm going to add you to the list after PJ. Again. Okay. So, Christine. Let's see your question. I feel like I'm in a pattern that needs to end the cycle. Okay. Can my guides' advice repeat? Going nowhere is crazy, and MS live-in boyfriend is not helping. Can my guides' advice repeat? Going nowhere. I don't fully understand your question. So if you could like maybe type it out again in a question format, then I would probably have an easier time being intentional in answering it. Christine. What is this about your live-in boyfriend? If you could just like clarify a little bit the situation, because I don't feel like I understand what you're asking me. Is it that you feel like there's a pattern with this live-in boyfriend? Or that you're going through? Okay. He wants me to continue with the pattern of the business. Is English your first language? Or trying to think. I really don't understand your question. I'm really sorry. I still don't understand it. Oh my God. Okay, let me try to rephrase this in a way and you can tell me. Okay, guidance with your business. Okay. All right. Okay. Immediately I'm getting the 5 of Wands, which is giving me like competition, feeling like, you know, you're clashing. So I don't know if that has to do with your boyfriend, but this feels like a time of contention, of tension. With the High Priestess and the Temperance card, this feels like you can't get a break. But like you have to trust your intuition. You have to make sure that you're listening to it, because that's the only way you're going to be able to heal from this situation. I'm not getting anything to do with money. It has more to do with like competition, feeling like you have to be above other people or other businesses, getting a lot of business competition energy. But I do feel like balance is what's really calling to me. All the cards that I keep picking up keep saying balance, but I feel like it's draining you. Let me see. Yeah, this is a very like, I don't fully understand your question, so I'm trying really hard to. Exactly. Renting is completion with the best tenant. Okay. Are you like, do you speak another language? Is this because I feel like the English isn't Englishing? Okay. All right. So I'm trying. I feel like what I'm seeing though, I feel like opportunities are coming your way when it comes to your business. It feels like you're going to have like a way out. It feels like outs are coming towards you. I keep hearing outs. I keep hearing opportunities for growth. It feels like this is a journey. Like it's not over, but you're on, like it's progress, you know? This feels like progress. It feels like you really need to trust your gut here, trust your intuition. I feel like your guides are sending you like a lot of like energy of just like, I need to figure out how to stand tall in myself against all the competition. That's just the message that is coming through. I also see like traveling. There's a feeling of like getting out and traveling. And I feel also like the situation you're in, I see it changing. I feel like you're kind of trapped. So, but it also comes down to like the little things and the little mistakes that you've made along the way. Yeah. A lot of it comes down to health, and I'm not a big health reader, so I'm not going to get into it, but I do see your health impacting the reason why you're not able to move forward as well. So I don't know if that resonates with you, but I do feel like things are shifting. It's the journey. You can't expect it to change right away. It's taking its time. I do feel like you need to focus maybe on like how you can deal with the competition in a healthy way. And yeah, it just feels like you're very focused on like the what ifs of the situation and less on like how you can actually feel empowered to do what you want to do. So that's the overall message. I feel like people have been giving you advice about this too. I'm getting like this is not the first time you've heard a lot of this. This feels very, yeah, it feels like you've been getting messages from your spirit guides for a while. I also feel like somebody has been telling you the same thing. That's just the energy I'm getting. So, okay, PJ, Kamala is next. Oh, wait. PJ, Tammy, Kamala, and you're welcome, Christine. Sorry I couldn't be more help. The way questions are phrased is really important sometimes, and if I don't understand it, it's really hard for me to get very clear, succinct like answers for you. Okay, but that's on me if I don't understand it. It's not your fault. So will I get accepted? Okay, let's focus on next. Is this the same one? I don't know. Okay. Tammy, I see your other donation, so I'm going to add you to after Kamala. Okay. So what was the question you asked for the first one when it was pending? Tammy? Hi, everyone who's tuning in. Hi, Kath. Hi, Stella. Hi, Tito. Hi, Thea. I don't see, because it says pending, I wasn't able to see your question, Tammy. So if you want to type it out, that would be really helpful. It won't tell me because because of the pending situation on that one. Okay. Also, I'm going to add LS in the meantime while we wait for Tammy. Okay. New man asked me for coffee. What should I know? Okay, let's see. Okay. This has a lot of potential. The Sun, the Lovers. This feels like this is a very exciting person. But what I gotta say is, don't expect this person to like be very committal. I feel like this is a fun person. This is a person you have fun with. I see this potentially turning into something, right? But it feels like this person is very big and they don't want to feel like they are with someone. Like they want to maybe have fun. They're the person you want to go explore with, you know, go see, sightsee, but don't feel like you're trapped. They have this thing about feeling trapped. So that is the energy I'm seeing here. Like it's a really happy, positive vibe, but make sure that you're not getting the wrong idea from them. Yeah, I agree. I feel like we all need this sometimes, right? I'm getting a lot of passion, a lot of excitement, but just make sure you know it's not serious. Make sure you know that this is about breaking out of your shell and not like being, you know, in a very serious situation. So have fun is what basically the energy is. Just have fun. Make the most of it. Yeah. Good for you. Okay, I'm going to do Camilla next. And then I'll do Tammy again, and then LS. Okay. Tammy. Okay. PJ, did I not answer your question? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'll answer your question. I apologize for that. Okay. Does Richard have feelings for Rashi? Okay. I apologize. I'm so sorry. Thank God you said something. Okay. Thank you, Kath. It's very sweet. Okay. Does Richard have feelings? My answer is no. I don't see it. I feel like this person is just in this weird stage. I don't see them having feelings. I feel like there's a lot of like growth happening for them, like they're working on themselves, but I don't see there being. This feels a little bit like something stifling. It doesn't feel real for some reason. It feels like the end of something, but the beginning of something new for you. Or for Rashi. It feels like this person is like not a dead weight, but they're they're like not controlling, but they're like overwhelming in a way. When you just want to be yourself, or they want to be themselves and have fun, you know? This feels like something new and exciting is coming along for you. But this person has to work on themselves. Or for Rashi, sorry. This person has to work on themselves. Richard. Okay. Moving forward. You're welcome, PJ. Sorry about that. Oh, thank you, Sky Brights. All right, let's see. Okay. Team PJ, Kamala. Will I get accepted into USSC graduate program? Katie, okay. I need to remember that because this is not the first time I read you. Katie. Yes. My immediate answer is yes, but I do feel like you're overthinking a lot. There's a lot of anxiety coming through. I feel like you're really good at what you do and you deserve this. And I feel like it's almost like it's being handed to you. With the Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is the wish card. It's like the things you want are happening. So yeah, I would say yes, but I'm getting with the Smith this tinkerer, this overthinker, this person who's very focused on the little details, making sure everything works out. And that's good. It's important, but it's also good to acknowledge how far you've come. And I feel like this is exciting. I feel like you're going to partner too. I feel like you're getting a partner through this. I'm seeing love coming through this as well for some reason. So interesting. It could be like a partnership, but yeah, it does feel exciting. It does feel like you're going to be working closely with people you admire. And I just see you getting this really wonderful opportunity for growth. Yeah. So good for you, Katie. I mean, I'm hoping, this all manifests in the exact way you want, but you got to give your mind a little break, because things will happen whether you think about them or not. Like worrying about them isn't going to change the process. So I get that. But I do see things working out in your favor. And I hope you let me know and you come back and we can celebrate. I think that would be really cool. I'm going to move forward. Thank you, Katie. Okay, Tammy, back. All right. I feel like I really need something new in my life. Do you see any changes coming for me besides that awesome coffee person? Let's see. You just drink some water. Okay. So I actually see like a gate, and I feel like new pathways are opening up for you, new opportunities. This feels like you've been on this path for a really long time and it's just like overwhelmingly narrow, but I see it changing. I feel like cycles are coming to a close for you. I feel like you have this problem sometimes where you're very indecisive, where you might be weighing your options, but let me tell you, now is the time to actually make decisions because second chances are coming forward for you. I'm seeing second chances. I also feel like the opportunity for you to volunteer or help someone else, it feels like is coming through. I'm seeing when it comes to potentially helping other people. I keep seeing this thing about you helping people in other countries. I don't know where this is coming from, but I keep seeing you speaking to people with other languages in other countries. I also feel like I'm seeing you really saving people, helping people. I feel like you could get into a program where you're actually helping people. You have a really big heart. This just feels like something it feels like benevolent, you know, the energy. It's benevolent. So it's interesting. Okay. I got your other donation, but I'll have to read that after LS. So I'll add you to the list, Tammy. All right. LS. Let's see. Okay. There's a cat. Nix. Hey. What's David's thoughts and energies about me currently? Okay. I don't see it being romantic at all. I feel like this person, do you work with this person? I'm getting a lot of like collaborative vibes, you know, like you're working on something with them. It feels like the communication's decent, but you're also, it just doesn't feel like love. It feels like friendship. It feels like this person wants to be on good terms with you, but I'm not getting like, I feel like this person's very focused on themselves and on their own healing. I feel like also this person, I'm seeing them surrounded by people that you know. And I feel like they have some sort of regret that they're holding on to, but they haven't told you exactly what they feel yet. They haven't told you yet. There's like a pending conversation that needs to be had for some reason. Yeah, I'm getting healing on their end and just like not love. So that's the vibe. Does that resonate at all? Is this a no contact situation? It feels very much like this person is kind of like in your past, or they're afraid to like approach you. That's the energy I'm getting, is like they kind of want to get it out of the way. I'm going to have to take a break in a second just to like eat something. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, because I'm getting this being like a past, like kind of like a no contact thing. But it feels like it's friendship. It doesn't feel like this person has feelings, you know? Like this person wants you in their life, but they don't really know how to go about it. And I keep saying it's time for me to heal. It's time for me to like take care of myself. I wish things could be different, but they're not, you know? It's like accepting that things aren't working. Interesting. Is this person older than you? I'm getting like, I don't know. I keep getting like older energy. But yeah, it doesn't feel like this is going to be like a love thing. You know? It feels like they don't think about you that way, but that they have some memories of like, and they're a little afraid to broach things. Yeah. I could see that. Sorry. Okie dokie. Well, I just keep seeing like more of like this older energy. Maybe they're stubborn or they have that kind of traditional vibe. Okay, yeah, he acts old. That's just the energy I'm getting. All right, moving forward. Thank you, LS. All right, Tammy again. Thank you for being so, thank you for donating. All right, I was wondering what I'll be doing with my psychic abilities as I'm interested in developing more. I think you really need to trust this psychic abilities. You can clearly see these cords, right? You clearly have some form of clairvoyance, you know? Let's see what comes up. I'm trying to think of the right. Okay. The energy I'm immediately getting is actually mediumship. I feel like you have the capacity to interact with the other side or channel the energy of the other side. This feels like that. Like there is a capacity to interact with past loved ones or spirits. That's the vibe I'm getting. I keep seeing this threshold. I keep seeing, this gateway. And I feel like you're at the edge of it. You can contact the other side. So I think that is something that you might want to explore and pursue. And the more you do that, the more you learn about your gifts, the more you're going to grow. So that would be my 2 cents on it. I think also, like personally, I'm not a medium. That's not my forte. I don't do that. I have channeled maybe a spirit here and there. I don't see spirits. I can kind of sense them, but it's not my thing. But it feels very much like your thing. So maybe that's a direction you want to lean into. I will add you again. But I do want to read other people. I can't just read you, I do feel like you need to look into these gifts, and really, if you want to book a reading with me, it feels like you should, if you want to, dive deeper. But yeah. Let me see. I think you can definitely learn how to do this. All right. What good things are coming for my daughter soon? Okay. Soon you'll be able to answer these questions. How old is your daughter? Because I'm getting a feeling of her shoes, like stepping into someone's shoes, but they don't fit yet. And that could be like a metaphor. Young, 20-ish. Okay. Yeah. So I see her getting a position that isn't like her life position, but she's going to grow into it. I feel like it's going to be like a really big learning curve, but I see her getting this job that gives her a reputation, and is a little controversial. Like people might not respect it at first, but I feel like she's going to be very successful. There's a really good feeling of being successful, of earning people's respect. It just will take time, I see that. And I see her, I don't know if she's like on social media or an influencer, but this feels like right now she's in a phase where she might not be as authentic. Like she's still figuring that out, which makes sense, right? Given her age. But I do feel like I'm seeing her studying something and mastering it. Like there's something that she's really good at. And I see her really building this skill, taking a lot of discipline that you might not even think she has. There's this energy of that. Yeah, so I do see a job coming up for her. And I feel like it's something that she's going to be so good at, but no one saw coming. I could actually see her. I could see her being like in the business world. I could actually see her being in like not the CIA, but in some kind of like PI or like detective work. I don't know. I'm getting like a lot of like investigative energy. So investigative journalism, or, something that requires your mind to really solve things, really solve puzzles. This could be like, like being in that is what you like to do. Okay. Well, I'm just saying, I feel like there is this energy of she looking at clues, looking at things and putting them together. So this could be like investigation, this could be like investigative journalism, or writing. It feels like asking questions, looking for pieces of the puzzle and putting them together. Maybe she creates puzzles. My cat likes to eat my computer, so I constantly have to remove her. But yeah, it's pretty good. I don't think you need to worry about her career or future success. I see her really, thank you. I'm sure she loves being here too. I definitely feel like she's very bright and intelligent, and that's going to work out in her favor. It's just that she hasn't used her gifts to the fullest yet. And I do see in that good natural skepticism, but when she wants something, she doesn't give up. And I respect that tremendously. But she has to earn that respect, and that hasn't happened yet to most people, basically. So there you go. Oh, I just got a thunderstorm warning. Yikes. Okay, I'm going to add Katie, and then Marilyn, and then Katie. All right. All right, Katie. Will I be able to handle working my new job, working weekend? It's valid. Okay, I definitely see you being able to handle it. I feel like this is a time for you where you can take on a lot, but I do feel like you have support. You're not alone here. There's the Three of Cups represents like friendship, people that you can lean on. The Queen of Cups represents having emotional ability and empathy to do what you do, while also dealing with an immense amount of trauma, I guess. We have the Three of Swords, but the energy that I'm getting is very positive here, and I feel like you can take it on. So yeah, that makes sense. But I'm not saying it's going to be easy, all right? But I feel like you can handle it with these two. But you have to trust the people in your life. You can't do it alone. Okay, Marilyn. How does LRJ feel about me and my proposal that we do the project together? I'm actually getting very good vibes here. I feel like this person is very serious about it. I don't feel like this is a huge sacrifice. I feel like this person is really down. The Magician is all about manifesting. You have all the tools you need to make this work, And I do feel like this person may not necessarily see you as like attractive way, if that's what you're asking me. I feel like this is more about work. They're seeing this as work, or as like, I don't see this being like, if this is about love, if that's what you're curious about, I don't see that. I feel like this person is more about focused on like the exchange that you're having versus, yeah, it's not love. Okay, that makes sense, because I was like, I don't see that at all. But I do feel like this is about the exchange, and I feel like you guys are going to make magic from this project. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, literally got the merchant card. So business card. This feels like a good sign. I feel like things are going to work out, but I do feel like one of you might be more impulsive. There's this Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is the action taker. They don't just sit around and talk about things. They work really quickly. The Magician is about manifesting the things, having the tools you need, everything you need to do the magic to work together. And the Hierophant is about that serious commitment, that feeling of, I need to set this straight. I need to do things by the book. Yeah. Well, I'm seeing this exchange happening. So that is what I'm seeing. All right. Going to move forward. You're welcome. All right. Katie, again, right? Keep dropping things. All right. And I'm going to take a break in a second because I need dinner, and my cats, the reason they're up here is because they're very hungry. So I'll be like, I'll probably take a 10-minute break. Okay. All right, Katie. Will Brenda stay with me for the second year? My answer is no. I'm seeing like plans falling through, because I feel like with the Two of Wands, this need to make plans not working out. The Ace of Swords, having to face a difficult truth, and the Four of Swords makes me feel like things are dragging out, like a difficult conversation dragging out. I don't see your plans working out in your favor. That's just the energy I'm getting. So, yeah. Katie. Yeah, I can understand why you would feel worried. But let me tell you, yeah, I feel like what the cards are saying is that, is that her plans, I basically don't see her staying. I don't see things working out. I feel like you would have had to plan a lot more for some reason. That's the energy I'm getting. It's a weird message, but honestly, I'm very hungry. So my brain doesn't work very well when I am this hungry. But yeah, I don't see her staying. I don't see this working out. Yeah. I see plans not working out. So I know I keep saying the same thing. All right, you hungry? Come on, let's eat. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to go ahead, and I just got I got your money, Tammy, but I'll have to read it when I get back. So I will be right back, guys. Let's see, it's 7:06. So I'll probably be back at like 7:15, something like that. 7:15, max 7:20. So I see you, Saku. I'll write yours down, but I'll be back. All right. Come on, guys. Come on. Luna. All right, I'm here. Thank you guys for waiting and for being here. Thank you. I appreciated that. I feel so much better. I had like 50 grapes or something. All right. So next is Tammy. Let's see. Why do I feel so connected, even attracted to Elle, even though we don't talk anymore? And when will this connection stop? Okay. I keep hearing eating out of the palm of your hand. Like, I got the Three of Swords, the Hangman. It feels like you've had to make some major sacrifices for this connection. Like, something about it has just been dragging out, Tammy. And I just feel like this is a time where you've had to like put yourself on the line. And naturally, like, that's going to take a lot out of you. But this person keeps like breadcrumbing you. Do you know what that is? It's like this person keeps like giving you little bits and pieces. And it feels like even if you don't talk to them, you're getting that energetically from them. Like they're kind of dragging it out. So, yeah. So I would say that makes a lot of sense. I don't know if you're here, Tammy, but that is something I'm getting a lot out of this is like energetically they're sending you little tidbits, you know? And the only way to deal with that is really to do some like deep focus on yourself, really focus on cutting that person off because they're just sending you things. Like they're handing you little, they're like, here, have this. And the more you like give into that negativity and the more you try to like, yeah, the more healing, not war. So that's the energy I'm getting. It feels like you're trying to hold on to like the remnants of a battlefield. Like after the explosions happen, you're holding on to the dust, the cinder, the ash. Yeah, I would say cutting cords, you know, not the cord from your head that you were talking about, but like it feels like you have been dragging it out because of how much you gave, how much you're sacrificing, and how much this person is like energetically sending you little tidbits, right? Little the aftermath of the explosion. So, yeah, I would say that makes a lot of sense. Let me see if I can look at any of that. I feel like they're trying to kind of set up something in the long term. They have like a long game. That's the energy I'm getting. So the gambler, like this person is playing a game. They're playing the long game. You know, they are taking this kind of risk because they know that they can keep handing you that energetic, you know, aftermath, the ashes from the battlefield. So heal. Don't pick up those pieces. Don't take what they're giving you. Okay. And I feel like you can do this based on everything you've been telling me. All right. I'm going to read Saku now. Welcome, guys. If you're tuning in, welcome. Right now, I am taking people who donate will be put to the top of the list. Okay. But if you do donate via PayPal, let me know. And if not, I will be taking free questions as I see them. But yeah. All right. Saku, let's see. Are you the one who spoke French, Saku? What does my higher self want to say here? Okay. I asked because I remember you saying like you speak French, right? And I don't know how you know that. Like, how did you know that? Out of curiosity. I just remember you saying that. And I was like, how did they know that I spoke French? That was weird. But anyway. Okay. I was like feeling it. Okay. All right. Messages from your higher self. Okay. The Masquerari. I feel like you're projecting what other people want you to see. I mean, what you want other people to see. Like you're wearing a mask, okay? I feel like you're hiding your true self from people. And a lot of this comes down to like, why are you doing that? What is it that you're trying to hide? I feel like it could come down to people-pleasing behaviors. Like you might not want them to see what's really going on inside. I feel like you've had to suppress. Oh, yeah. You've had to suppress a lot of your emotions. And that comes with time, and conditioning. But I feel like you're in this place where you could really open your heart. You could really let someone love you. And I feel like a relationship is coming through that you could really be open to. But there's this energy of you feeling like you're projecting, like you have to like keep yourself cut off. So that is the vibe. Let me see what else comes through. Yeah. You need to be able to be vulnerable. You need to be able to like express your feelings. And the more you aren't doing that, the more you're missing out. I also feel like you have this tendency to escape. It feels like escapism. Like maybe you're focusing so much on something else to distract yourself from actually feeling with the hippocampus. But you can't escape your reality. You can't escape your feelings, and they're going to build up. So that's the messages that I'm mainly getting for you. I feel like you know the impact you have on people. You have there's this charming energy that you have. And I feel like you're able to wear some kind of mask. Yeah. I feel like you can wear some kind of mask and get, it's time to like let that down, be authentic. Yeah. Because it's not just about you facing your inner self. It's about like allowing other people to see you, allowing other people to see who you are on the inside. So it can hurt. It can hurt. Laisse-les voir qui tu es à l'intérieur. Montre tes faiblesses. I love this. The lamb. The lamb has a lot to do with, our innocence. Allowing people to see, to be vulnerable. So I think that is a main message here is, yeah, you're in turtle mode. Absolutely. there's a wound, you know, with the Five of Cups, this feeling of this emotion. It's very uncomfortable. And it's hard to, you don't want to project that onto other people. But I feel like you've been playing a role for so long. And now it's like, how can you let that go? How can you just be you? And that is the message. I like how I just got the hat. It's like you're wearing a different hat for different things. And that's not always a bad thing. Like, we need to be certain ways for certain situations, but I feel like you're not really being yourself at all to other people. So let that down. Enlève le masque. All right, I'm going to move forward. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. All right, Dorella. Thank you, guys. Dorella. Okay, well, TL will be reaching out to me in July. TL. I'm already getting it being, no. I don't see it. I don't see it. The Four of Cups is literally the card of like, I'm not interested. Not going to do anything. I'm going to sit back and watch the world burn. I'm just not going to act. Ten of Swords. This person is in their own little world. The Ace of Swords. It's a truth that you need to face. So that's the energy. Oh, Satya Mac. Thank you, Kath. What would I do without you? Kath. Okay. Satya Mac. Where's your question? Let's see. Can you ask your question again? I don't see it. Oh, I see it. Okay, Satya. What is going on between Aaron and I? I'm a Cancer. He's a Gemini. Fun combo. Satya and Aaron. Man, you guys are getting at this theme. Interesting. This person is like, they're like, they put up walls. It's giving me like this person left. I keep saying I left before you could leave me. I left when I saw you with someone. Like they're trying not to think about you, you know? It feels like it just feels like they're trying to set these boundaries and trying to put up walls. And it feels like you're not really sure where you stand. You're like in this limbo. So that's the energy I'm seeing. But the Page of Cups is giving me like this person wants to reach out to you. They want to be in your life, but they also are like, I don't want to be a part of their life at the same time. Like it feels like their actions are not aligning with like what they want deep down. So yeah, expect to hear from them, but also be careful, I would say. Oops. You know, be careful because this person is acting like you don't exist. When people ask you, if people ask, them about you or anything about anyone, it feels like they're hiding you. Like they're not being open about you. Like you're a secret. That's not a good thing. You know? I feel like this person is not treating you like a person. There's just this energy of them not being open to it. Yeah. I will get to you next, Cass. Of course. But yeah, I do feel like this person is not treating you like a human. And I see them wanting to like leave you or not talk about you or like keep you out of their life. Set very strong boundaries. So yeah, the pushing sensation you're feeling. Don't let them give you mixed messages, you know? Yeah. I would be wary, all right? I can't tell you what to do, you know? This is your reading. But I would be wary of this energy. You're feeling it. And the cards are saying it. So be careful with your heart. Yeah. I feel you. Let me pull one more card for you. Villain. I feel like you can rewrite the story, you know? You are in your like villain era. This feels like you're not going to let other people walk all over you. You're doing you, you know? This is your time to shine. No more doing things just because other people don't like them or because other people want you to, you know? So, all right, next, Kath. Okay, let's see. Current thoughts and feelings from Jay. Ooh, Sagittarius, Aries. He's reaching out almost every day. Damn. All right. Give me a second. Why does it feel like you're trying to move on? Like, it feels like this person does not really know what they want for some reason. I'm getting like this person, I'm getting like a lot of distrust here for some reason. It feels like you can't trust them. Like they're trying to heal and move forward and trying to move on. But I do feel like this is a time where they're reflecting a lot on their actions. I'm getting a sense of like loss, like they lost you or something like that. Like they want to tell you how they feel. They want to reach out to you. They want to be there. But they're also like, do I have space for that? There's some weird animosity going on with the Seven of Swords. You know, like this person isn't being completely forthcoming about where they're at. The Hermit is giving me like this person maybe feeling alone. And then the Six of Swords is giving me like this person is maybe trying to move towards you, but also away from their own life. Like they're running away from something. And I keep seeing, you know, I want to tell you how I feel, but I left. My life is not as together as it seems. Yeah, I would if I were you. I feel like his intentions may not be as pure because they're not coming from a place of like, oh, wow, I really like this person or I really want to be around this person. It's coming from a place of like, I'm not really sure where my life is going. I don't know if I can be trustworthy, but I'm going to try. You know, it's not necessarily like intentional that way. They're very much on their own journey. So trust is a big thing here, you know? I feel like that's something you need to watch. Watch to trust. I do feel like this person wants to interact with you. Obviously, you've told me that, but they do have like things they want to express, but I feel like it's not necessarily coming from a place of caring about you. If that makes any sense. So that's what I'm seeing, Kath. It's interesting. I think you really need to look at their intentions. Like I think I would do that if I were you. Trust your gut here. All right. Welcome, guys, to those of you who are here. Let me see. D, okay. LS, okay. I hope that was okay, Kath. LS. Thank you. Okay. D's thoughts and feelings about my Zoom profile pic. I don't feel good vibes from this. If you're trying to get their approval, I don't see them liking it. I don't see them liking your Zoom profile pic. I feel like they're judging you. I'm getting judgment, which is interesting. Like, they're not seeing you as serious. It's interesting. Don't know if that resonated, but I hope it helped. Hey, Batty. Hey, Lily. Yes, so you guys can definitely ask questions. Just so you know, I'm prioritizing donations. And if you do donate via PayPal, let me know. But yeah. And I also don't answer any questions about health or legal questions. So feel free to ask a question. And the questions that aren't in my donations queue, I take as I see them, that I'm intuitively drawn to. All right, pretty in pink. If I don't initiate, will Sagittarius desire to reach out and message on his own? Okay. Interesting. I'm literally getting, I will wait for a sign from you. I keep seeing these queens this divine feminine energy. The divine feminine energy is about receptive. It's about receiving. It's magnetic. It's not chasing. So yeah, I don't feel like this person is going to reach out to you. I feel like you'd have to make that move. It feels like they're following some kind of, they want to do things the right way. That's what I keep hearing. Like, I want to do things by the book. So that's the energy. This person is like, I'm really starting to understand what I missed out on, or I know I was like a distraction from your pain, but it feels like this person's not going to reach out to you. You would have to do that. You'd have to take on that masculine chasing energy and go after them. But yeah, I see I'll wait for you. So that is the vibe. Thank you guys for being here. If you're here, thank you for subscribing. And if you guys want to book readings with me, I also offer readings on my website, zoethepsychic.com. So if you guys want to book a full reading with me, you can. All right. Glad that was helpful. Okay. Let's see. Valley Run Elite. Zoe, I had a friend. Her name was from K. I made best effort. We haven't talked 7-8 months. Could you please tell me, do they think of me? Or will we ever cross paths? Let's see. So I don't see you guys crossing paths. I don't see this person thinking about you. I feel like they're really focused on their own values. I feel like they've diverged. So yeah, my answer is I don't see it like them crossing paths with you unless it's like orchestrated, but I don't see that happening. Let's see. Lily, will I get to my desired university this year? Yes or no? Let's see. I see your plans falling through. I don't see them working out. So I would say no, but I do still feel like you're going to have success. Like it's still going to work out for you, just not your desired university. So I still see success for you, but I also feel like financially, I don't know if you need financial aid or something like that, but it feels like this is going to take a toll, There could be debt. Like that card represents a lot of financial loss, difficulties with keeping up with payments. So interesting. But yeah, I would say your plans are not going to work out, but I do see you in a successful situation when it comes to your education. So thank you, Valley. Very sweet. Thank you, Lily. All right. Royzen, Malcolm. Hi, everyone. Hope you're all well. I hope you guys are well, too. Lylene. Oh, I just received a donation. I'll read that first. Okay. From Melissa or Micha. Okay. MMC. All right. When will I get a new job? You know what? I don't have my when will I cards out. Give me a second. I literally have all my cards in my drawers right here, so sometimes I forget to pick one. All right. When will I get a new job? Interesting. It feels like your current situation is not over. It's just like it's being like, I keep seeing like in April. I'm getting in April. So spring, but that's kind of far away. Something has to end. It feels like a cycle needs to end before the new job can come in. It doesn't feel like you're at a place for a new job. I'm getting a feeling of like travel. I see you traveling. Yeah, I could see you traveling for work as well. But I feel like you're in this place where you're kind of taking, I don't know if it's a gap year or it's a feeling of like break from work. But yeah, I see it like a job ending and then, yeah, I keep seeing like traveling for you. I see April being a major career month for you. So it's interesting. Sorry if that wasn't as straightforward as you wanted, but it does I keep seeing like rain. I don't know why. Yeah, I could definitely see by spring you getting a job, but that's the vibe. Yeah, I keep seeing you like needing to like travel or like being like a digital nomad. I don't know. Like being able to take your laptop with you somewhere and working from another country or something like that. But it does feel like you're taking your own path. But I see like this major cycle ending for you. But yeah, definitely within the spring, by spring, I see you getting a really good job in your field. That could be it. You know, I'm seeing the chariot. Chariot often indicates success, but moving forward, travel. I feel like it's a good sign when it comes to career because it is about leveling up. But yeah. You'll have to let me know. All right. Lylan, let's go back to you since no one has donated. Okay. Hello. Did David send those guys to spy on me? Let's hope not. No. I don't see that being the case at all. I actually see a lot of like love or chemistry. I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of passion here. The Lovers, the 10 of Cups. But I'm also seeing the Death card. And the Death card indicates like an ending, letting go, right? It feels like you're having to let go of something really intense and magical. Interesting. But yeah, I don't see any spies. That would come up. This person had a really hard time moving forward. They're still very into you. They're still very like, I feel like they know they fucked up. There's just this energy of like, I lost myself in you. So like they did bad things, but they really feel bad and they weren't honest. There's a lack of honesty, of transparency, but I don't see any spies. So I hope that resonates with you, Eileen. I don't know how to say your name. Thank you. Hey, Phantom. It's cool. May I have a reading? What's coming your way? So for those of you who are tuning in, I'm just going to say this again really quick. I am taking one question readings for free. I can't keep up with every single person when I do these readings, so I take readings as they come intuitively when I see a question. If you want a guarantee that your question will be read, you can donate. I prioritize donations. You'll go to the top of the list. You'll be on the queue. But if not, then I will hopefully get to your question. You can subscribe. I will be on here more often and try to get to you. Okay. Nancy, hi. Okay. Zoe, can you tell me if Scorpio will pick up the phone and verbally talk to me? He has just been stalking my social media at me. What does he want? This is exactly what Scorpios do. Oh my God. Classic. All right, let's see what the cards have to say. So I don't see this verbal interaction. I see action. I see them like you can't judge through their talking. I don't see them talking to you. But I do see them taking actions towards you. Like driving by your house or like, showing up. But I don't see them like, I feel like they're too in their head. There's a lot of fear for them, a lot of anxiety. So I don't see them talking to you verbally. You could try, but I literally see them in a car driving by you. So it's interesting. I'm not saying they'll stare out your window, but I do feel like this person is a lot closer than you think they are, than you even realize. I'm getting like abandonment issues also coming from them. A lot of anxiety. So, yeah, that makes sense. But the whole 9 of Swords, the 8 of Cups, this doesn't feel like verbal to me. This doesn't feel like him talking to you or having a conversation. It feels like doing things that like keep him close to you, but like without having to face it. You know what I mean? Without having to face you. The 10 of Swords, keeping his head down, trying to lay low. But yeah. I could see him also like looking at you on social media, but also like looking at the little details in the pictures and nitpicking them. Why do I see you dancing? And him watching you dance for some reason. I don't know if that resonates. Hope that you can, yeah. There's music going on, so it's interesting. That could be coming up. I don't know. Oh, well, there you go. I feel like he could be definitely listening to songs that remind him of you. Remind him of you? Yeah. So it feels like it's something he thinks about a lot for some reason. Yeah. There's a very physical thing going on. It's really not mental or verbal. And I also feel like it's a compulsion. It's like he's not thinking about it. He's just doing it. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to move forward, but thank you, Nancy. All right. Shaw. Can you tell me if you see my legs? Oh, I don't do anything health related. Sorry, Shaw. But thank you for being here. Let's see. So, Elaine, hi. Let's see. So anybody who's new here, welcome. I'm doing my best to answer your questions, but I will prioritize people who donate. So I will choose questions as I see them. So you're welcome to ask your question. Okay, Simran, hi, may I know what's coming in my career? No job for months. Okay, I don't know what it is, but there's like, I see you writing. There's like a storytelling aspect that I see in your career. This could be also working with families. I don't know if you speak another language, but this feels like you're working with families. You're maybe helping teach. There's a teacher position that I see you potentially getting. So, yeah, that's interesting. The Strengths card is telling me you just can't give up. Like, it's going to happen. But I feel like education is a major thing for you. The Page of Wands is literally news of your career taking off. I'm getting a job offer. Oh no. What happened? Damn. Do you guys see me? I want to make sure because my computer did something very weird. Let me know. Okay, that's good. I have this thing set because I go to bed like an old lady, where I turn off all my electronics at 8 p.m. So all my electronics go off at 8, and it's 8 here. So I had to like turn it back on. But I'm glad I didn't lose you guys. All right. Moving forward. I will have to take another break at some point. I'm going to try to do it hourly so I don't burn out. It is Mercury in retrograde. Okay. Tammy, I believe I got yours. Yes, thank you for your donation. Okay. Can you please tell me about Al, who is energetically breadcrumbing me, as you said? Why would they do this if they're a good person? Did I say they were a good person? I don't think I said that. This person does not know what they want. You know, I'm seeing a lot of not thinking clearly. They're definitely not thinking of your feelings. I feel like they're trying to, they don't see you as someone serious. They see you as like a very innocent soul. Like they can take advantage of you. And also, I feel like you are an empath naturally, like you have a big heart, and they see that, and it's something that they are drawn to, you know? And I'm getting like this, not this, you know how sometimes we take care of our partners, like we turn into like their mother or we baby them? This feels a little bit like you were the nurturer. You're the one who's like has the heart, who's like trying to take care of them. This feels very much like yeah. This feels very much like a situation where they're craving that, where they miss that, but they also are, it's like they don't really know what they want. It feels like they're trying to, maybe they're not trying to confuse you, but they're confused, you know, because they were getting something from the situation that they really needed because they didn't get that. And now it's like they see you as innocent. They see you as the person that can be vulnerable and give them that. So I feel like they're drawn to this energy that you are putting out there, which isn't a bad thing because you have, you know, you can't help who you're drawn to. You can't control the people. I mean, who is drawn to you? Like you can't control what people do, right? You can't control their actions. So, yeah. Drinking caffeine. Okay. All right. Let's see. Elaine, you can ask a question if you're here. I'm looking to see what questions I'm drawn to. Going up the list. So if you guys want to ask a question, you can. Donations are prioritized. I might take advantage of this moment to just like take a break for a second and stretch so I can come back in full force. So I might do that since there are no questions and donations. I'll be right back, guys. Yeah, I will be back in like 5 to 10 minutes. So expect me back at like 8:10 or 8:15. I will be back. I can't function if I am like completely tired out. So periodically need to take breaks and ground myself and replenish my energy. So I'll be right back. I'm just going to plug this in real quick. Okay. All right. Welcome, welcome. Oh, 1 second. Let me let the cat in. All right. Welcome, guys. So I am here. I'm going to take your questions. I just got another question from Tammy. All right. So I'm just for those of you who are here, I'm taking questions as I see them. If you donate, you get put to the top of the list. So, if you want your question to be seen, make sure you do that. You're welcome to subscribe and try to tune in at another time if I don't get to you. But yeah. Where's Luna? I don't know where she is. But all right. Tammy, so you've donated. All right, let's see. Okay. Do you see me receiving any money from anywhere, like the government or people owing me inheritance? These are all really valid, great questions that you ask me. They definitely keep things interesting. All right. Let's see. Whoa. I see, I could see it being the government, but I see it more being like a marriage, like a ex-husband or a partner. I feel like you're going to, this person is withholding money or withholding wealth for some reason. There's a feeling of needing to go out and chase it. So I don't know if that resonates with you, but there's this energy of a person, like a relationship. Yeah. Let me see. Because I'm getting the Four of Pentacles reverse, which is giving me it's giving me possessiveness, possession. This person is holding on to their money, holding on to that. The Two of Cups is giving me some kind of partnership or relationship binding. And then the Emperor is an authority. It could be an authority figure. It could be the government. Let's see what things are. Yeah, it could be your ex-husband withholding money from you. Okay, I am seeing you getting a letter in the mail. Let's see. Yeah, this is a lot of things are pointing to marriage. So maybe you're meeting someone, you're getting married and you're getting money through that. But what I'm seeing is this being someone who's in charge. Let me look. Yeah. I keep seeing this basket, it's full of things that you're receiving. But often baskets indicate marriage, they indicate gifts. So it feels like you're being maybe gifted something. It has to do with your family. It really is giving me marriage vibes. And I see receiving a letter, a notice of some kind. Yeah. This could be you, yeah, I could see the government being involved, but it does feel more like a person. But the Nine of Cups is a good sign. This is the wish card. This means that you're getting the things you desire. You're getting the You're not getting the short end of the stick. It feels like something has been withheld from you, but I see this having to do with your husband or your ex-husband or like a marriage situation. I don't know if you didn't get everything in your divorce, or it just feels like that. So it's not a bad sign at all, because you're getting the things you want. I see you manifesting, but it does give me like there's a relationship involved, right? Partnership. You applied for disability, government. I don't see this being like that. This feels personal. This feels more personal than that. So that's why I'm like, yeah, the emperor can often mean like an authority, like the government, but I'm seeing this being more personal. I feel like something was withheld from you and you're getting it. You're going to get it. And I see you receiving like directions, or it's like an arrow. I keep seeing you receiving directions or some kind of notice about it in the mail. So, yeah. Interesting. Could be. The basket can indicate family. I'm not getting that vibe, but it could be. That could be an interpretation. Well, that's what I'm seeing, Tammy. Okay, I'm going to write down, I think Christine was next, and then Lisa. All right. Can my guides inform me more with future love who has the same work ethics and moral values? Like you're trying to, okay. You're trying to ask if like you're going to meet someone who has the same work ethics and moral values. That is a love interest. Is that what you're saying? Okay. Clarifying here. All right. Immediately getting the King of Wands, which is someone who is very like ethical, in charge. This person is like, doesn't take BS. They're somebody that nurtures things over time. I feel like they're a business person. They built things up from scratch. Like they're hardworking, but they have reached a point where they're like a leader, a boss. So this feels like this person is someone who has worked their way up to the top. And I see them being in a position that is of power. So as far as like their career goes, whether it's ethically, I feel like this person's kind of like a powerhouse. So whether that aligns with you or not, this feels like this person is a jack of all trades. They're very creative. They have like a lot of different skills, but they're not necessarily going to use all of them. Like some of them are useless. I don't know. That's the energy I'm getting. I'm also seeing Taurus. I'm seeing Scorpio, and I'm seeing Libra. Getting a lot of Taurus energy, actually. So this could be the sign that they are. And I can see if I can find any letters. Yeah. This person is really good at what they do with clients, with business. It feels like they have a very solid foundation in who they are. But I'm getting the letter A. So this person knows how to communicate really well to get what they want. Yeah. As far as moral values, I don't feel like those are as aligned, but that's just the vibe I'm getting. Yeah, it does feel like this person is capable of carrying a lot on their shoulders. They really want to support people. They feel very responsible for the people around them. They're dedicated and they're capable of carrying a lot. And they like being like the head of the house or the head of it's more traditional is what I'm getting. But they might like not be as organized. So they might rely on you for that for some reason. Like you might find yourself in a role where you're a little bit like, helping them out get organized. It's interesting. All right. Lisa. Thank you, Christine. Oh, I see another one from you, Lisa. Okay. Thank you for your donation. All right. Is Chris M interested in me and will we be together romantically? Chris M. First of all, my answer is yes, this person is interested in you. I mean, right off the bat, I'm getting romantic energy. I feel like this person has a lot of attraction towards you. They want you, but there's something crippling about, like, they won't act on it. I feel like they're in this, like, stuck. They're stuck. And I feel like they're actually really nervous about approaching you about it. I'm getting I love you vibes, like literal love energy. I could see this lasting a really long time, but they have to get out of their own way. I definitely feel like, I could see them hanging back. I definitely feel like they're acting in a very passive way. They're waiting for you to make a move. I'm seeing I love you. I'll wait for a sign for you. You have to be the one probably to be more of the initiator. They're trying really hard to work so they don't think about you, but it feels like there's more here that you need to explore. It feels like there's feelings blossoming. So it's really beautiful. I definitely am getting that love vibe. So, woohoo! You'll have to keep me updated. Lisa, okay. If no to all above, can you tell me when I will meet the one and how I will know? I do want to ask a different question because it was a yes. I don't want you to like donate and then not get to ask another question. So, also I got you Roisin. Let me see. Okay, I have Tammy after that. After Lisa. And oh wait. Oh no, Roisin after, Roisin. And then Tammy. But first let's finish with Lisa. Recently I learned, okay. Like a general reading? All right. Trying to think of which deck I want to use for you. All right. Do you work for a nonprofit or something? I feel like there's like this organization that you're a part of. And I feel like I just see you like organizing or being part of the details. I don't know. There's this need to support others in your life. And I feel like you've been worried a lot about other people. But part of it is figuring out how you can support yourself before you support others. Okay, well, that makes sense. This need to support, this need to take care of other people. I mean, it makes sense. Like, there's this feeling of community, of needing to like help people. And I just feel like you're overthinking a lot. You're not able to really act on your own needs because there's a lot of things that you're just overthinking, trying to help other people. It's like taking a lot out of you. But I'm seeing a major change happening in your life, especially in this domain. I feel like there's a lot of things that are out of your control, but the universe is going to knock the wind out of you. It's going to say, like, this needs to change because you're not doing it. So the universe is going to do it for you. It feels like fate is acting. It's doing its thing now. I could see you facing some trouble, like people pointing fingers at you and you not really knowing where that came from. You feeling a little bit like that. But I see it turning out okay. Like I see things working out for you. So that's something to be aware of. I'm also seeing like, I keep seeing people celebrating, like, I don't know, there's a major celebration coming through where you're being celebrated and people are kind of forgetting about any negativity that has come up for you. So it just feels like you have so much new. Will I ever get married again? I feel like the energy that's coming through is like a celebration, but let me see. So I don't see marriage, but I do see a major romance coming through. I feel like there's this lack of conventionality, like this feeling of I need to be independent. I don't want to be trapped or feel like I have to be in a cage for some reason. Like I feel like there's a free spirit in you that just doesn't want to settle down. But I am seeing intense romantic feelings, you being swept off your feet, you feeling like you're in like a romantic comedy. Like it feels surreal. And I just have to stop spiritual journey because I don't like spamming. So I'm taking you off my channel. Thanks. All right. No spamming, guys. Yeah, so I'm seeing like feelings, lots of romance. I'm seeing a romantic partner swooping in, but I don't feel like I don't see this being like a marriage. It doesn't feel conventional enough. It doesn't feel like institutional. Like, like I don't see that. You standing at the altar. I see you feeling young and free and awesome. I feel like you kind of need that, There's this playfulness that I think you would feel really good about in this situation. Don't let yourself get caught up in something that is going to, that you don't need. It's that energy. And this could very well be that person, So, yay. My voice hurts a little bit. All right. Next, I'm going to do Royson And I see you sent more, Tammy. I'll just add you after you again. All right. Royson, let's see. Thank you for your donation. All right. Hey, Zoe, could you please look and see if I'm right about Jar? Who's a Leo? The way he feels about me? If so, what is his current energy or intentions towards me? Thanks. Okay. All right. Interesting. Interesting. I keep hearing lost in translation. Like this person is giving you mixed messages. I don't see them necessarily like, I see that they can't stop thinking about you. You know, you're not wrong about that. But I feel like there's conflict. I'm getting the moon, which is giving me someone who's really not open about their feelings, someone who's kind of being guarded, walled off, maybe secretive. The 5 of Wands is giving me like somebody who's looking for problems where there aren't any. Could be a little bit like competition, sorry. But yeah, like it feels like making mountains out of molehills. And then the 2 of Swords is giving me someone who really doesn't know what they feel. Like they're a little confused about their heart, you know? That's the energy I'm getting. It doesn't feel like love, but I'm getting that this person is thinking about you a lot. They are feeling you even when they're not around you. Like they don't need to be reminded of you. They're thinking about you. So that is what's interesting. I feel like they're on the fence about you, but they can't get enough of you. You know, they're thinking about you. They can't get enough of you. It's like they're trying to not think about you, but at the same time, there's like this wall, this mystery. This person is probably not communicating properly to you. Maybe it's Mercury in retrograde, you know, maybe that's what this is. But it feels like you shouldn't give up. You know, I'm seeing like give them a chance, but also be aware that they're not able to communicate with you in maybe the way that you want. You know, and there's something about it. It just feels a little sus. Like, I don't know. And I'm getting a lot of like black and white thinking. Like this person sees life a certain way and they may not be able to fully see things the way you do. So, okay, well, that makes sense. Yeah. It's like they don't really know what they want, where they stand. It feels like conflict. Yeah. That makes sense. All right. Moving forward. Okay, Tammy is next. Okay. How can I manage to work with the few crooked condo council members and the crooked condo manager and still do good for the people who live here? Let's see what the cards say. Oh, storming out. I don't know if you guys can hear the thunder. First of all, Tammy, I don't feel like you're alone in this. It feels like you may have had to, like, I feel like you're trying to cut off these people when they could still be benefiting you. Like, it feels like you've created enemies, but you didn't have to. That's the energy I'm getting. Like, you've created this people going against you for some reason. You've burned bridges, and now in order for you to get things back together, you have to try to undo the burning of the bridge. Does that make sense? It feels like there are people in your life that that could be helping you, but instead they've put a lot on you because you have maybe burned a bridge with them. I feel like you're going to have to take some risks. That's the energy. This need to take a gamble, it feels like you don't have much to lose right now in that way. So might as well reach out, try to heal things, because I feel like you had these like aces up your sleeve, and for some reason they're not in your life anymore, or they're not available anymore. So that's the vibe I'm seeing. Yeah, it's a message. Okay, I'm looking at your next question, and I don't feel like I can answer that. I noticed that my dental office added extra fees onto my bill secretly. I think they're trying to get away with not so ethical practices. This is borderline like legal stuff, and I don't mess with that. So, do you want to ask a different question, Tammy? I know it doesn't like directly say legal stuff, but I'm just going to steer clear of anything like malpractice or ethical and things like that. Let's avoid that. I don't know why, but I want to sit like this for now. Yeah, if you want to ask another question, you can. Okay. Can you see again how I can heal things with people to be on my side? You mean how to like heal the bridges you've burned? Okay. All right. This is showing me that you have been so focused on your goals and on your situation that I feel like you haven't taken the time to really build connections with people. It's like you've walled them out. So with the hunter, it's been like almost like aggressive, like you've been so focused on this situation that it's almost like you didn't take time to, I guess, like you have to build these kinds of dynamics with people. And sometimes when you don't keep up with them, they just kind of they either take it the wrong way or they fade away. So, yeah, it does feel like you were so focused on the end goal that the other people maybe you didn't nurture these types of relationships or connections. I get that. I'm just thinking, like, the cards are like, how could you have handled it differently? I think that it's good that you were so, steadfast in what you believe in, but you're asking me how you burn bridges and stuff. Like, I'm just telling you, the cards are saying that you were so focused on this one thing or this one goal that it felt like it was hard to see other people's perspectives. It's hard to get off that one track mind. And that's the energy I'm getting. I believe you, though. I believe you. And I'm not saying that what you're not experiencing or what you're experiencing isn't valid. I'm not saying it's not happening. It feels like if you want things, sometimes we have to, what do they say? Like you have to befriend keep your friends close and your enemies closer. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you have to put yourself in situations where you keep people in your life or connect with them because you know that it would be worse if they weren't there. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like you have to be like their friend, but maybe, I don't know. This is just what the energy is coming through. Like these bridges that you've burned, maybe they weren't like supposed to be like the people in your life, but maybe they could have helped you. Yeah. I hear you. I hear you. I'm not saying you did the wrong thing. I'm just, telling you what the cards are saying. So I get it. And I mean, even this card, the captain, right? The captain is when it's reversed, it's like, it's about like you having to take the initiative to shake hands, to get people to work together again. Even if it's hard, even if they're people you don't get along with, even if you don't like them, sometimes we just have to put aside that. And it sucks because that would mean that we are, pushing aside our morals or our values to work with people we don't get along with or that we don't approve of. But sometimes it's like part of conflict resolution, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. That's just how it works. That's what the cards are saying. And it doesn't mean you have to follow the cards. You have free will. You can decide if that's something you want to pursue or do, Yeah, it's hard. Your situation is really complicated. I feel you. Okay. Yeah. It's like, I don't know. It's like the government, right? There are so many people that have to work together, even though they don't agree on their views and they probably hate each other, but they know they need to for the community. And I mean, obviously, that's a really bad comparison. But my point is like, they're not friends, but they find ways to work with each other, even if some of them are evil and corrupt. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's hard. It feels like, you're trying to rally people, but at the same time, that you have to work with people to get there. And it's not everyone is capable of doing that. Not everyone has the capacity. I know I can't work with people I don't get along with or I don't like. It just doesn't vibe with me. I'm not capable of it. It would fuck with my mental health. So I get it. Yeah. I think you have a really unique perspective. So it's important, you know? I think it makes sense. And you're an empath. So you get what people are feeling. You want things to be better. And I just feel like you have the best intentions. And sometimes you have to work with people who don't. I'm trying to stay awake. I'll stay on for a little longer. I got caffeine in this. All right. I see you. Let's see. All right. Purnima. Okay, wait. Okay, Stephanie. Will the Virgo commit? Hello, guys. For those of you who are tuning in, I'm doing one free question. I'm taking people as I see them. But if you want to get a guarantee and you want to go to the top of the list, you're welcome to donate. If you do donate via PayPal, let me know. If not, super chat is fine. Yay. All right. Stephanie, will the Virgo commit? I'm seeing it being a yes. I'm actually seeing like a deep commitment. So. Okay. Hi, wonderful. Okay. Will a past lover be returning this Mercury in retrograde? Oh boy. We don't want to foster relationships during Mercury in retrograde. Okay. I'm seeing someone definitely wanting to ignite a spark with you during Mercury in retrograde. The Ace of Wands. This feels like this person is extending themselves towards you. The Magician. You're manifesting. You're manifesting this. And the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is the desire, the wish card. Oh yeah. I'm getting a lot of this manifestation of this person reaching out to you. And it's going to be interesting. But I ultimately don't feel like that's going to last. Just be aware of that. I'm getting like a separation, a feeling of like being apart. So while they might reach out to you and try to reconnect, it feels like there's things being apart. Yeah. Kaya I do not know how to say those things, those names. I don't even think I've ever seen that. I don't even know. Are you asking if that person loves you or if another person loves you? I don't even know. All right, Mary. Hi, when will I meet the person I will marry, or have I already? Okay. Let's see. I'm going to ask my when will I deck. I'm seeing March. March being an important month for marriage for you. I feel like it's going to happen pretty fast once they propose. So, interesting. And let me see if there's someone you already met. So I definitely don't see them being someone you already met. I feel like this person could be like, I'm seeing this person like wanting to collaborate with you or be your friend first. And I do feel like it could be someone that is dating around right now, but I don't see it being someone you met already. This feels like someone new. But with the Four of Wands, marriage, baby. This feels like a marriage situation, from friends to dating to marriage. Yeah. All right. Let me see. Yeah. So for those of you who are here, welcome. Welcome. You can ask a question. I'm prioritizing people who donate. So if you want your question answered, make sure you let me know or donate. How does Jazz feel about me right now? He's a boy. Let us see how Jazz feels. This is giving me soulmate energy. I could actually see this being like a soulmate or a twin flame. Getting more soulmate vibes. But this person is a karmic relationship. I do feel like there's conflict, but it's petty. Like it's not worth it, worth fretting over. Let me see. It feels like things like this person is meant to be with you, but I also feel like maybe you got into some kind of argument or they're argumentative. There's something about them that's very sassy. They knew exactly what they were doing. They look for you everywhere. You know, it feels like you came really close to something, but I do feel like this person is meant to be with you. Like there's a feeling of like I'm meant to be with this person. There's this energy of I might have some kind of feistiness or something with this person, but it feels like that. So that's what the cards are saying. Yeah, like this person, it feels very much like this person isn't someone new, but that's what I'm seeing. Lord. Let's see. Dude, I keep getting cards like this. This could be the one. Getting the Star, the Temperance card. Like, I don't know. It's all coming out. So I feel like this could be a very important karmic situation for you. But it's just that Five of Wands. That's tricky. I feel like if you guys could overcome that, it could be really magical. Okay. Okay. Emily Eternity? I think that's how you say it. Let's see. What is your question? I don't think I see it. Oh, what advice would you give me for the second half of the year? Sending lots of love, Emily. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, this is not the time to play it safe. This is the time to experiment, to get out there. I feel like this is the time when you're figuring out like maybe your personal style, you're trying new things, trying on different hats. It's not the time to follow the rules. Anytime you feel like you're about to back down and follow the rules, this is not that. You don't do that. I'm getting some witchy energy from you. I feel like I do see a lot of like tears, like crying, but it could also be in a purge, like an emotional purge. And I do feel like you have this divine protection on you that will really help you, that allows you the space to really be yourself. And I just feel I'm getting this authenticity coming from you. So I would own it. I could see you being kind of like the black sheep in your family or being the odd one out. Now is the time to own it, to own that energy. I could see you going to like a festival or some kind of concert, really getting, I don't know if you're into raves, but I'm seeing like a festival or a concert coming up. Risk. Yeah. It feels like you're waking up from a slumber, like you've been hibernating the first half of the year, and now you're like getting out of your shell, and things are just, yeah, it's like making bad decisions on purpose. That's the energy I'm seeing. Trying to make bad decisions on purpose. I feel like this is not the time for you to let anyone tell you what to do or who to be. You are you. Experiment. I do feel also, I'm seeing like a lot of steamy energy around you, a lot of passion. I would be wary of someone who tries to like seduce you. There's this energy of seductiveness, but I could also see that being you, being a very enticing person. It's interesting. Owning your like, what is it called? Your dark feminine energy. Yeah, I see like someone being very attracted to you, very enticed by you. I could actually see someone being kind of obsessed with you. I can't say that this is going to be the time when everything is going to manifest for you. I feel like career-wise, I'm seeing your path deviating, but also I could see this being a time where you're like really figuring out what you want and who you are, So yeah, I think it's beautiful. I feel like if you've been on the fence about some kind of relationship, this is the time to question it. There's a lot of shifting alliances. I'm getting shifting alliances. I keep hearing the song Hot Goblin. I don't know why. So that's coming through. I'm not calling you a goblin, but it just feels like there's something about your energy that is like where you're not afraid to be yourself. And I love that. Yeah. Keep seeing that bear waking up. like a bear. Let's see if anything else comes through. Yeah. I don't know if you like to garden, but I'm seeing like a lot of flowers around you. It's interesting. Okay. It's 9 o'clock. Wow. I will probably stay on here for just a little longer, guys. All right. Nice to you. Okay. How does Antonio feel about me? I'm not getting a lot of, let's see. Yeah, I don't see Antonio having feelings for you. I feel like they're kind of healing. I see them feeling very emotional, feeling like they're waiting for things to heal and grow, but they're not for some reason. I'm getting a lot of like, I don't know, someone trying to control them, making it hard for them to feel anything, or maybe they're controlling. You're welcome, Emily. But yeah, it does feel, I don't feel like love. It feels like sadness. It feels like emotion, but like someone is making them emotional. Yeah. So I don't know if they have like a very controlling something that they're in that they can't get out of. It's interesting. I feel like the situation they're in is really getting in the way. Okay. That makes sense. I do see the cards saying that it's worth waiting for. So if you want to stick around, obviously we all have free will, then I see things maybe getting better. But I got to tell you, right now, I don't see him having these I don't see him having these feelings. It feels like he's in like a bad situation. I'm getting a lot of distress, a lot of feeling controlled, like things are not his prerogative. Interesting. Okay, Lexi. Hi, thank you kindly. Will I move close to my grandson? I don't see it happening, but obviously if you want to, you can. I don't see this happening. I see you like watching your grandson from afar. So I don't see that happening. I feel like I see you like living where you are. I don't see you moving there. So all right. Pengu, hi dear. Can you give me a career reading? Okay. Career. And guys, I am prioritizing people who donate. So if you do donate, you will be put to the top of the list. Okay, career. I feel like you had a really good opportunity and it's passed you by, career-wise. Like something perfect. And for some reason, it's gone now. I could see you working like around a bar or alcohol. I don't know why, but I keep seeing you like doing something that's a little, maybe working in a restaurant or the entertainment industry, but it feels a little bit like maybe other people wouldn't approve of the job you do. Interesting. I feel like you're having to resort to doing things that maybe you wouldn't do. So, as far as career goes, I feel like you did miss out on something big, a big opportunity that would have made you very prosperous. However, okay, I feel like you're going to move into a position of authority. I see you actually becoming a leader and becoming more of a boss. I could see you getting a promotion, being in charge. I literally see a throne. So I'm like seeing you in charge, overseeing people. So that's the energy I'm seeing, but I do feel like you did kind of let something pass you by. Let me see if I can learn anything else. Yeah. January is going to be a major month for you when it comes to your career. So expect next year to really take off in that way. But obviously you have to put in the work as well. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, I just have to show you the card that told me that. Wait, where is it? Hang on. I pulled the satyr card. The satyr literally represents alcohol. I don't know where it is right now, but it represents alcohol and like wine. So okay, moving forward. Let's see. Okay, Queen, saved by Jesus' heart. Queen, why do I keep seeing ex-lovers trying to hold me back? I like how you said Queen, and then I got the Queen of Pentacles. The Ten of Swords. The Page of Pentacles. I feel like people want what you have. They can see that energy that you have of like that like divine feminine energy of like you're like a magnet, You're receiving a lot of other people's bullshit. And the Page of Pentacles is I feel like people when they meet you, it's like they gain something materialistic from you. I feel like you have I don't like the word gold diggers, but I feel like you attract people who want stuff from you. And that's the energy I'm getting. Is like the standards that you have are really high, and people who are lower are drawn to that energy. So that's the vibe I'm getting. Okay, Alex, how does Ian feel about me? Interesting. I feel like you lost this person. Like, I keep seeing like I lost myself. Things remind me of you. It's like you were making plans and I see them feeling like you gave too much of yourself or something like that. And they couldn't reciprocate. There was this feeling of that. And the magician is telling me like they thought you were the whole package. Does that resonate with you, Alex? It feels weird because I see like planning for the future, right? But also feeling regret. So this is what the cards are saying. It feels like making plans, but also like needing you to forgive them. So I think I'm gonna have to go, guys. I'm probably gonna do like 10 more minutes. So, but that's it. So I just got money from, okay, Tammy. Thank you. Let's see. Can you see what really caused the breakup between my husband and I? Was there any negative energy or work or people undermining us? Sure thing. Alex, I just answered your question, so I'm not sure what happened. I'll have to go back, I think. Okay, Tammy. I feel like your husband waited a really long time. I'm getting your husband waited a really long time. And no matter how much you offered your heart, it feels like they never felt like it was enough. There's a feeling with the 8 of Cups, the Ace of Cups. Like literally you can offer as much as you want, try to fill their cup, but they weren't being fulfilled. So, and the 4 of Swords is giving me like someone feeling stuck, someone feeling like they can't move forward or backwards, like there's no growth. I'm seeing a lot of like fooling around with the Satyr. We have that again. It feels like this person may have given in to temptation. I feel like someone might have offered them, offered to be with them or offered them, like flirted with them. I am getting a little bit of like that flirtation with someone else. So, but I feel like they felt safe in the situation they were in. Yeah. I am probably going to have to go. I'm getting really tired. I'm an early bird. Let me see if I can see anything else. But yeah, I'm getting like them maybe cheating or having fun without you. I don't know if they went to a party without you. It feels like temptation was around them. I also feel like they kind of took advantage of you a little bit. And I see them being kind of like a martyr, them pointing fingers at you, playing the victim card. Oh. Thanks, Alex. I'm glad it resonated. Yeah, they did that a lot. It does feel like that makes a lot of sense, you know? It feels like they kind of played this victim card. They were dealing with like pointing fingers. They used you as an scapegoat. That's the energy I'm seeing. Hi, Linda. Yeah. So I'm sorry. It's really hard. Like they didn't take you seriously. And it's like they threw it away. So I'm really sorry that you had to go through that. Okay, I'm going to move forward. Okay. Linda. All right. Will I be successful in my property deal? Linda, I can't do anything about like legal documents or deals. Okay. I'm sorry. If you want to ask me a different question or phrase it a different way, then that would be better. I'm trying to not. My back hurts. Well, then, will I be happy with my property? Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry for that. All right. Let us see what comes up. First of all, Nine of Pentacles, excellent card to get in this situation. It's basically luxury, feeling financially fulfilled, feeling like you're comfortable, satisfied with where you're at. This is a good sign, okay? I feel like just getting this card is a yes for me. It's a successful situation where you don't feel like you have to worry too much. The Strength card reinforces that. Don't give up on this. This feels like a positive, very positive reading for you. It might take a bit, but I do feel like you're gonna find yourself being happy and successful. I did get the Five of Pentacles, which is a feeling of like separation or like divorce a lot of the time. So it might feel like, I don't know the exact situation because I'm not giving you like a full reading, but it does feel a little bit like a broken home that you're coming from. But I see you feeling very comfortable and at ease in this property, I guess. So it's interesting. Hey, Nancy, do you have a question? Thank you for the rose. It's very sweet. That makes sense, Linda. Like, it does feel like, you're facing some stuff, but it does overall feel very happy and positive. It feels comfortable. Nine of Pentacles when it comes to contracts, money, it's perfect. Okay. But the Strength card is about perseverance, sticking through it. Don't give up. Nancy, okay. Can you pull some cards for what is the energy coming towards me mid-July? Sure. Okay. And I do have to go in like 2 minutes, guys. I need to sleep. I get up so early. I get up at like 5 a.m. So life is lifing. Okay. Pull some cards towards me mid-July. The Knight of Wands. Whoa. I'm seeing someone coming into your life, spicing it up. I feel like with the Knight of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, this is a very sudden, spontaneous shift. Something that has been building up for a while is turning into suddenly like shifting, changing. I'm seeing like a very spiritual love. I keep seeing lilies. I don't know if that resonates, but I keep seeing lilies. It does feel like I could see this being a romantic person or just somebody coming through that is creating a very spiritual connection with you. But it does feel like unpredictable. I'm getting this like very unpredictable person, like this person kind of coming in and being very like, I don't know, it just feels unpredictable. Let me see if I can narrow it down. Interesting. The Harpy. This is just giving me chaos. Like I feel like there are people in your life coming through that are just very unpredictable. And it's forcing you to take roundabouts in your life that are maybe not ideal. Like things might take longer because of these sudden shifts. But at the same time, I do see like lilies. I see this like spiritual love, the spiritual awakening. Could be that Scorpio we're talking about coming through. I feel like this is a call for you to kind of return to the past, like get back to the basics. I feel like there's a lot of like overcomplications, like it's complicated energy. And I'm sorry if this is kind of all over the place. I'm so tired right now. This is the last reading, guys, I'm doing. Door, yeah. I feel like you're going to have to figure out like when one door closes, a new door opens. I'm seeing like something coming through where this person just surprises you. Like this person is surprising you. And it's like you have to take a long time to pick up the pieces. But overall, I do feel like there's some kind of this spiritual awakening, spiritual love. I don't know. It keeps coming through. Yeah. I don't know, because I also see like monetary gain. I could see you making money in a way that is like weird. I don't know. I'm really sorry. I'm trying. I'm just really tired. I'm going to probably return your money, Tammy. I'm going to refund you and you can tune in another time. Clearly, I am beat. So thank you so much for everything, for being here. If you're here and I didn't get a chance to read you, I'm very sorry. And Tammy, I will refund you. But hopefully I'll see you next time. And I really appreciate it. And if you guys do want to book a reading with me, you can on my website, zoethepsychic.com. I will try to be posting every week. So I'm glad, Nancy. Thank you for your patience. All right. Have a good night, guys.